Hey, Carl Taylor here, founder of Books for Experts. Um, as you can see, I got a very short haircut. And that's kind of the theme of today in a sense. It made me think about how change is difficult, um, and can be shocking or even alarming. But change is usually, unlike my haircut, maybe, neither good nor bad, right? It just is. And when my daughters and my wife came home from work and school yesterday, they're like, um, because change is hard. And it's really hard for us right now in the world of legal marketing, because there's so much change at play here with AI. It's just, it's very hard for lawyers who have spent the last 5, 10, 20 years in the world of SEO and pay-per-click to imagine what's coming. And part of the reason why I created Books for Experts is because I saw this opportunity for AIO, authority intelligence optimization, as I call it, how to be able to get your materials in your firm in a way that's digestible, understandable, to AI, because people are no longer going to be clicking through Google to the extent that they were. They're going to be using ChatGPT, or even if they're on Google, it's going to use the AI overviews. And that means that your process that you use to create content to get the word out about your firm has to change. And that's not going to be easy, because the truth is we've been in a period of time now for the last 5, 10, 15 years where you can kind of pay to play, right? You hire a marketing agency. They're kind of doing, it's not bespoke what they're doing usually, right? It's very general. And you pay them money, and then they go and create ads for you on Facebook or Google, YouTube. And then they try and find somebody and match you. Essentially, the big tech companies will match somebody who has a problem that you can answer, right? If they need a divorce, then they're going to match somebody who's clicking at that time, searching for divorce. And whoever spends the most money and has the best ROI can dominate. And how your authority, how great of an attorney you are, that's fine. They'll look to that secondarily in today's marketplace. Like they'll look at your website, they'll look at your credentials. But for the most part, it's been who's able to pay to play, and who has the systems in place to then process people through the intake process. It's different now, right? AI is looking for authority. AI is looking to pair people who actually are well suited, and they look to the books you've written, the articles you've written, your leadership positions in the state bar. They look to your public relations, your media, what you're doing in real life, and what you're doing in the digital world. Not just digital, the way Google sort of has done things for a long time, trusting what it says about you on your website, or what links you can get, or what keyword stuffing you perform. That's all becoming very outdated. And when I wrote the AI content paradox, one of my insights was, based on model collapse. Those who are in the AI space, these technologists, they say that AI needs to train on things that are original and unique, and AI cannot train on AI generated material. And so much of what's flooding the market today is AI generated material. And if you're paying to have content created that's not unique, doesn't show your unique philosophy, who you are, your biography, what your firm does different, then you're going to be left behind. And that's really sad, because there's a lot of great attorneys who are going to be left behind because they're behind the eight ball in this thing. But the hard part for me, after giving up 16 years as a divorce lawyer to start this business, is convincing people that the change is coming, or getting them to stop burying their head in the sand about the change, or getting them to even understand what AIO is. And that's why I create so much material, the books I write, these YouTube videos that I find very awkward to do, by the way, but I'm doing them, because you have to train in a multimodal sense, right? Not just through words that are written, but through podcasts, through video. You have to train the new AI algorithms about who you are, what you believe in. And in time, that creates authority. And authority is what creates the virtuous circle of business, where you're getting the referrals through AI that you need. And what I love about this, and I always say this, is that what appeals to AI is much more closely related to what appeals to humans. For too long, legal marketing has been Well, let's keyword stuff. Let's just make sure the Google algorithms find us. But it's never been appealing to humans. Like if you say like I'm divorce lawyer in Tarzana representing Tarzana people and citizens in divorces in Tarzana. That's if that's what your website says, if your bio is keyword stuffed, you're not appealing to humans, right? I mean, at least not any normal humans, for whatever that means. You're appealing to algorithms, and that's fine to some extent because for the last 5, 10, 15 years, that's what's worked. But plain language and the ability to use more subtle tools to communicate with AI means that a lot of that kind of keyword stuffing type stuff can now happen in metadata and off page. And what you can put on the page can actually speak to humans and will also speak to AI. And that's what's going to create the virtuous circle I'm talking about, where you're going to continue to get more business and you can actually align the business with the people you actually want to work with instead of just people who have a problem. It's people who have a problem who want somebody who's this type of lawyer, who has this sort of philosophy. And that's way more powerful. So I know change is hard. It can be awkward, um, but it's really essential because the truth is the next, I keep talking about the last 5, 10, 15 years. Well, let's start talking about the next 5, 10, 15 years. Guess what's coming? AI, right? It's here. It's here. It's here right now. And the next 5, 10, 15 years, and probably beyond, are going to be those who have authority, those who appeal to humans and AI. And the opportunity right here for positive change is very real. So, unlike my haircut, maybe, depending upon who you ask. um, anyway, Carl Taylor, founder of Books for Experts. We help lawyers get found by AI and create materials like books in the age of AI that will uh, endure for the next 5, 10, 15 years. We don't do ephemeral, quick clicks. We do lasting authority and legacy. That's what really matters. And I use the 16 years that I practiced divorce law and other types of law um, to create really a very unique ability for my clients to stand out. So if you're interested in that, reach out to me, booksforexperts.com, or give me a call, 908-323-9042. Represent law firms throughout the country. And we're very selective, but for those we work with, we're going to bring it. So take care. Bye.